you need to know is this idea of connecting food and money and idea of feeling this much is enough for me is a poverty mental setup. Please understand, Indians highly suffer with this poverty mental setup. I wanted all of you to know, don't settle with the idea this much is enough. No. Create left and right. And if you don't want to possess, share it with the world. But don't build a setup that this is enough. This is enough curtails your expression, your creativity. I wanted all of you to know, when you start feeling this is enough, when you have a line, it is not that you are a big, great guy. No. You are great when you don't say enough, when you create. While you create, no question of enough. While you celebrate, you can have enough. Understand? When you possess, you can have enough. You can say, this much let me possess, that's enough. Other things, let it go to society in various other ways. When you are creating, if you have enough, you have a sickness. So, I wanted all of you to know, no question of enough while you create. Then what will happen? Your creativity will stop. You will not flower. You will not reach the ultimate. You will not have the fulfillment. You will not be exploding. So during creation, no enough. Only while you possess, you have freedom for enough. Anybody else? Please come. So now you need to break the mental setup of enough.
Yeah, good evening to all. Actually, I came from Tamil Nadu village. I have started my, after 10th fail, I have started working. And I am having a very strong idea that even now I am staying in Chennai, I am doing a business. But still I am struggling. I am having very strong idea. My religious people will never grow. That is a basic idea which I am having it. And second thing is that mental setup I am having it. Still I am getting a lot of money which I cannot equalize it properly. So that setup I am having it.
See, he has one black engram, one wrong engram, that my community people will never grow. These are some of the engrams put in the mind in the Indian villages, that certain community never creates wealth, certain community always creates wealth. He says, even though he has created so much wealth, still that feeling, my community never grows, is there. I think now you know the problem. Break it, that's all. Yes, here there are some messages from different cities. Why don't you guys also directly talk? New Jersey, come on, I'll read out our message. All my life from when I was 2, my mom always told me I was born to give, not to receive. How do I deal with this? You need to know, you can give only if you have. You need to create. And there is one more message from Redondo Beach. Money causes people to fight against one another. We must compete for wealth. Oh, this is the complete wrong idea. Please understand, you don't need to, you see, only to grab wealth you need to compete. But to create wealth, you don't need to compete. While you are creating wealth, all people who create wealth complement each other. Please understand. There are 2 ways to have wealth. One, creating. Another one, grabbing. Only while you grab, you compete with each other. While you create, you complement each other. Creation of wealth is totally different from grabbing the wealth or robbing the wealth. Only while you are robbing or grabbing, you need to compete. Here I am asking you to create, not to compete. Now, we will do a next process. Maybe that will make more understanding to all of you guys. Now find out your partner, next person to you. Sit as pairs. Please sit as pairs. Sit as pairs. Just turn. Sit as pairs. Even in all the other cities, please sit as pairs. Find out one partner, one friend for you, with whom you can talk now, with whom you can share. Start sharing, start talking. Actually, whatever you wrote now, start talking, start sharing. See, you will understand, only while you talk and share, the other person will be able to point all the wrong engrams you have created, and when he shares, you will be able to point all the wrong engrams he is carrying. All right, first, the right side batch, start talking. Start sharing. The right side batch means this side, this group. Start sharing what you wrote. Then I'll get the essence from you guys. Start sharing the money engrams you created. Start discussing clearly. You see, I wanted first the right side team to talk. You share your problems, the other person can give clarity. Then after that, the left side team should start. See, don't start talking about your problem when you are listening the other person's. When you are listening other person's, listen completely. Only help him to find out his wrong engrams, wrong mental setup. Then you can tell your story. Don't start immediately. Before even the other person completes, you don't start. Listen to my sad story first. No. First listen to their story. Then you can start your story. So this side, for example, if you are sitting as two, my right side, this side will talk first. Listen sincerely. Listen sincerely and try to help the person, other person. Understand? Share enlightenment. Enlighten the other person first. You will have enlightenment. Talk in detail. Whatever you wrote, express in very detailed way. Explain and express properly. Better to get somebody who knows your mother tongue. You should make others also rich. Only then the real Acharya will be. Make others rich, in that have a little bit for you. Couples don't sit together. Of course, in India, no problem. Men and women are separate. In other countries, if you don't sit with your husband or wife, otherwise you will carry that continuously in your headache. The N-Wealth program will continue even in the house. While you talk properly and express, you will understand the wrong engrams you are carrying. Unless you talk it out, you can't catch it. You should know, we are now conducting the program in 29 cities, in 10 countries, 11 countries, in 5 continents. Without India and Bangalore, 28 cities. So naturally with Bangalore, 29 cities, with India, 11 countries. Thank you. Let's gather for next session. This is what is unconscious mind, you see. It always expects only in one place. But God appears when you don't expect and where you don't expect. Now, usually also, enlightenment happens when you don't expect and where you don't expect. Many people get enlightened in the bathroom. So that is the last place anybody will expect to get enlightened. Everybody thinks they will get enlightened in the puja room. But very rarely people get enlightened in puja room. More people get enlightened in bathroom because they are more free there. Now, I am not saying spend whole day in the bathroom. The possibility for enlightenment, no. But you are more free. Unless you are free, you can't relax. And see, even the cleaning of the system happens when you are free. If you are holding on constantly, then constipation. All right, come on. I'll explore now different questions, especially mainly your sharings. Here is somebody's question. He says, I heard that wearing Rudraksha gives you only sustenance and does not allow you to create, accumulate and celebrate wealth and money. Is it true? No. I wanted to tell you a few things. See, in Hinduism, we have all types of mental setup in Hindu religion. Hinduism is practically like a group of religions. It is not one religion. It is group of some maybe 200 religions. Each sampradaya is an independently intelligent enough to fulfill human beings' spiritually, socially, and economically, and create a complete group, a complete fulfillment. So in this way, 200 traditions put together is Hindu religion. I can say Hindu religion is totality of 200 religions. In all these different parts of Hindu religion, the best mental setup for wealth is Shaivites. Please understand. I have gone through all different mental setups. You may think, no, Vishnu is wealth. What do you mean by Shaivites? When you are ready to lose, when you are free from insecurity, you create left and right. You see, the idea of destruction gives you a kind of a freedom. Please understand. Idea of destruction frees you from the idea of security. When you are free from the idea of security, when the insecurity becomes security for you, when you are free from the mental setup of the security, you create left and right. See, all over the India, all huge temples are Shiva temples. See, wealthy temple is, Tirupati is wealthy temple, no doubt. That is because of too many other different reasons. Otherwise, if you see the totality, see, Tirupati is like a, totally the Vishnu temples are very less in number. So, the accumulation comes out like a more. But if you see total wealth, Shaivites are more wealthy. Even the mental setup of a Shaivite is for lot of taking risks, lot of risk taking. These things happens for the Shaivite mental setup. So I can tell you, this Rudraksha and the mental setup related to Shaivism makes you create more wealth. Create more wealth and more money. Come on, we'll start one by one. Now, I wanted you guys to share the important understanding you showed to others, but you yourself did not have till you shared with other or till the other, your partner shared with you. See, now many of you would have had some strong clicks when your partner was sharing with you or you were sharing with your partner. So I wanted few of you guys to come out and share the whole situation so that I can address almost all possible problems related to money. I am going to make this whole program interactive, because in the night time, if it is not interactive, it will be mono-acting. Mono-active. So I don't want to be doing mono-active program. I am going to make it interactive. Then I'll start answering all your questions. Come on, here there's a message from Redondo Beach. In order to have wealth, someone else must go without. Idea of living simply so others can simply live. You need to catch this truth. Please understand, there is no need for somebody to lose wealth for you to have. Only if you are robbing from others, somebody need to lose. But wealth does not need to be robbed. We can create. Let us create more and more. See, in Vedic tradition, we have two things called Sanganidhi, Badmanidhi. Badmanidhi means flowered wealth, means which you create. Sanganidhi means conquered, but conquered from nature. Conch, see how a conch is conquered from the ocean and it becomes your wealth. You conquered it from nature. Conquering it from nature and flowering it, making it happen by your creativity. Nothing wrong. if you are going to create and going to conquer from nature, then you don't need to feel somebody else should become poor. No. When you create wealth, somebody else does not need to become poor, go without wealth. Only when you are robbing, cheating, stealing from others, they have to go without wealth. We are not doing that. I am not teaching you how to rob. No, relax. I am not promoting you the science of demons. I am promoting you the science of creating wealth. So when you create, someone else does not need to go without it. Understand what I am saying? So creation is not competition, it is complementing to others. Next message. I seem to create a lot of money, but it does not stay. Seems to lose it in bad investments or get spent. Can I attend this issue tomorrow? Because tomorrow I am going to work on celebrating. Today I wanted to work on destroying the wrong mental setup, cleaning wrong mental setup, then creating right mental setup, then celebrating wealth. First I wanted to teach you about the creation of right mental setup to create wealth. Then right mental setup for celebrating. So come on, you guys can come and start sharing then. Please understand, you can now share any click happened to you which you did not have earlier, happened because your partner sharing with you or you sharing with your partner. That kind of clicks, come and present now.
Nityanandam, the first thing I wrote on my notepad is, first of all, the money is not there. Whatever little is there is created in a manner which makes you lose grace. And in spite of losing grace, whatever little is created, one person, the person who has created the money, tries to establish his or her own supremacy over the people around him and makes other people feel low. And eventually, one person feels good, one person feels bad, and the entire experience is that first it is hell to create it, and then it is useless. Overall, it is futile.
Overall?
It is futile to create money.
So this is what you wrote.
Yeah.
And when you wrote, when you shared with others, this is what you understood.
Actually, one very powerful click happened yesterday. I was creating money for my inner awakening. There I realized that since I'd grown up with my grandparents, I never owned up my father's money. I wanted to ask my father for money for inner awakening. So I just could not press the button there. Because one thing that very powerfully happened for me was that his money is just not a money I can ever ask for. It is not mine at all. Then all of this filtered down. I'd been working on money earlier also. This is the crux I got when I sat down here today.
So the creating money is futile.
Yes.
I think, don't you need to learn an important fact? Just because, you see, your story, the mental setup explains, just because somebody who has money goes around, bosses over, establishes their supremacy on others, it is not money is responsible for it. It is the wrong mental setup of that person is responsible. You understand?
Yes.
Please understand, if that guy, even if he doesn't have money, if he is little beautiful, he is going to establish his supremacy on others based on the beauty, then it is a mental setup of that person. If he is not having money, if he wants to establish his supremacy, if he does not have money, otherwise also he is going to establish his supremacy through the beauty or health in some other way.
Exactly.
So money is not responsible for his arrogance and misbehavior.
Yes.
So don't blame money. Now understand, money should not be hated for the habits and attitudes of the people with money.
Yes.
Otherwise what? He is going to establish his supremacy with some other way. Otherwise he will become a politician. He will establish his supremacy through weapon and violence. So, you understand the click?
Yes.
Money is
happening.
not responsible for the attitudes and actions of the people with money. With that attitude, even without money, they are going to use something else to express that attitude.
So what should we do to
So,
that attitude?
that nothing can be done. That they have to suffer and eliminate that attitude.
No, not in them, in us.
In us.
my
In
fear
your
is
case, then
my-
you should be very clear. The attitude is disturbance, not the money. So stop hating money. Hate the right person who has to be hated. Hate the attitude, not the money. If you are hating the money, you will not be creating money. Instead, if you hate the attitude, you will destroy that attitude.
Like, I'm scared. The particular incident I'm talking about, there I have seen that love is lost for the sake of money. So I'm scared as a child when this thing happened. I was scared that I'll have to lose love in my life if I have to create money, right? So it
No.
would be
Once somebody somewhere, see, understand, this is what the last session also I was saying. Somebody who expects money from you, if you expect love from that person, it is going to be wrong relationship. Same way, somebody expects love from you. If you expect money from that person, it is going to be wrong relationship. Wrong relationship is like trying to paste wood and gold.
yes,
But neither wood is wrong nor gold is wrong.
yes,
But when you start hating
yes,
because of money, this problem, you are hating the wrong person.
yes,
So now understand, hating the wrong person will not solve the problem. It will create only more and more problem. Now catch the truth, at least I will not hate the wrong person. Understanding it. Bring more and more understanding. At least I will not hate the wrong person. So now you can start hating the right person. Who is supposed to be hated here? The attitude of trying to establish supremacy. That needs to be hated, not the money. You understand? Now catch. Attitude of trying to establish supremacy has to be hated.
One question I have. I've seen there are many people around me with whom there are people around them who support them through, through a loss or anything.
Sorry?
There are people around me
Uh,
who have faced some loss or the other. Could be financial loss or, some loss of health. There are people who come forward for their support. And on the other hand, there are some other people, if they lose something, people move away from them. How does this happen? And if I have to create a strong, social experience wherein people come forward, how do I do that?
I can say this coming forward or moving away both depends on your attitude expressed when you had or not having money. For example, even while you have money, if you are not interested in establishing your supremacy,
Yes.
people will be around attracted towards you.
All right.
But if you are trying to establish your supremacy while you have or not having, people are going to move out of you. It is the attitude of trying to establish supremacy. See, if you are not trying to establish supremacy, even if you don't have money, if you have a problem, people will be there to support you. If you are trying to establish supremacy, even while you have, when you are not there, people are going to take revenge on you. It is trying to establish supremacy is a problem.
And one last thing, the thread that runs through this entire thing is that I do not have money and I cannot have money.
That is another one big wrong setup, mental setup. Then.
I've written it many, many times after after every third or fourth sentence. I've eventually written I do not have it and I just cannot have it.
You see, when this becomes your main thought trend, it becomes a magnet and it attracts only that kind of a thinking, job opportunity and the ability to work everything around you. Now decide, no, I do not have money is fact, but I can have money is reality.
Thank you.
I do not have money is fact, but I can have money is reality.
Yes.
Move from fact to reality. Don't seal reality based on fact. Fact is not reality. It is half reality or one portion of reality. Fact is the reality read with your mind. For example, reality is this whole crowd sitting in front of me. Fact is I am attending only you. So in this whole crowd, which is 200-degree vision, I am concentrating only on 40-degree vision. 40 degree is fact, but it is not reality. Reality is the huge possibility. So, move from fact to reality. Reality is thousands of people sitting in front of me. But fact is, I am reading only one part of reality. If I am talking to 5-6 of you, I am attending fact, which is one part of reality. But this fact alone is not reality. Move from fact to reality. Yes.
Thank you.
If you are hating money because of the actions done by people with money, a wrong person is paying the bill. A wrong person is suffering. I have a story for you guys. Walking up to a department store's fabric counter, the pretty girl said, I would like to buy this material for a new dress. How much does it cost? The male clerk who was standing there said, only 1 kiss per yard, with a smirk in the face. The girl said, that is fine, I'll take 10 yards. With expectation and anticipation written all over his face, the clerk quickly measured out the cloth, wrapped it up, and then teasingly held it out. The girl snapped up the package, pointed to the old man standing beside her, and smiled, Grandpa will pay the bill. Understand? If you are hating money because of the attitudes and actions of the people with money, wrong person will pay the bill.